It's your girl, Just T, y'all. I hope everybody is doing awesome on this awesome day. We are all blessed to see another one. Won't he do it? Yes, he will now. So today, y'all, we are going to make some crispy, spicy chicken tenders slash AKA chicken fingers. But yeah, gonna make some crispy, spicy. I like a little spicy. Now you don't have to make them spicy. I'll show you the ingredients that I'm going to use, and you can just omit the spicy ones. All right. So first, guys, we're gonna start off with some chicken breasts, some boneless and skinless chicken breasts. So I'm going to actually um show you guys how I cut them up. I'm gonna get those washed up and stuff with some salt water and everything, and then I'm gonna show you guys that as well. And also, we're going to need some all-purpose flour. You're also going to need some seasoned breadcrumbs. Now, you don't have to use seasoned, but to me, it makes this dish taste a whole lot better when they're seasoned, all right? And we're going to need 2 eggs. Also, we're going to need some buttermilk. Yes, baby, buttermilk. That's going to help keep that chicken nice and moist in the inside because the outside is going to be crunchy. So we want the inside of it to be nice and moist. We don't want it to be dry. That buttermilk is going to help so that your chicken tenders do not dry out. For seasonings, we're going to be using some black pepper. We're also going to be using some seasoned salt. We are also, y'all know, we're going to use some Sassoon, boo. Yes, y'all know I love my Sassoon now. Also, we're going to be using some onion powder as well. We're also going to be using some garlic powder. Also, this is where that spice is going to come in. Going to use a little bit, not a lot, cayenne pepper. But you can always add more, or you don't have to add this at all. That's where that spice is going to really come from, though. And also, we're going to be using some baking powder. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this chicken all nice and clean. Oh, and you want to get some salt, just some regular table salt for when you're cleaning your chicken. You get yourself some cold water, put it in the sink, and salt that water up real good. I usually let my chicken soak in that salt water for about a good 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm just going to go ahead and finish cleaning off the excess fat that's on there. All right, and then I'm going to do that, and we'll be back. Okay, guys, and I have my chicken in the sink with some water. I'm going to let this soak, but I'm just trying to show you guys like the salt that I put in. And I just like to add a whole lot of salt in there, y'all. Just a whole lot of salt. Make that water salty. Make it salty. Sound like my water trying to come out. Okay. And so I let this soak in this salt water for like 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back in. I'm going to clean it and get off all of that fat and stuff, that's on there. So we don't want that. All the little nasty stuff. See all that? Now, I hope don't nobody be cooking their chicken right out the pack, y'all, right? Where they do that at? Ain't nobody got time for that. Girl, you better clean that chicken. You need to get all that nasty stuff off of there. Look at that. Look at that. So, oh, yeah. So I'm going to soak this in this salt water. And then I'm going to clean it. Then I'm going to come back. And I'm going to show you guys how to cut these into strips for our chicken tenders. For our chicken tenders, y'all. All right? We'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back, and I went ahead and cleaned my chicken all up and everything. Got it all nice and clean, all the little nasty stuff off of it. So now we're just gonna get these cut into chicken strips or chicken tenders. So it's gonna lay it down on your cutting board, and you're just gonna cut, chicken strips right on out. I usually cut them about like so, and you're gonna do all your chicken breasts like that. So your pieces are about like that, and they're not gonna take long at all to cook. And these are gonna be so crispy. You should be able to get at least 3 chicken strips out of 1 chicken breast. You should be able to get 3 if they're nice size. You should be able to get 3 of those. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one. Just cut it. Like I said, try and get yourself 3 out of 1 chicken breast. Just gonna cut it. Let's see, move that, and just cut them. and I don't know why I'm not using it, but a trick, if you're using a cutting board, you can put a wet paper towel up under the bottom of your cutting board, and it'll stop your cutting board from moving. Because definitely when you're using knives, cutting board shouldn't be moving around like that. And I'm telling y'all this, and I haven't even done it. Yeah, that's a shame, y'all. Go ahead, talk about it. So I'm gonna get the rest of my chicken breast cut up, guys, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna move on to the next step. All right. I'm gonna see you guys in a second. Okay, and everybody, we're back. We're back. About to get it on with these awesome. These are gonna be crispy, crunchy, but moist on the inside. They're gonna be definitely gonna be crispy. So what I have here is just a dish, whatever dish you want to use. I'm gonna try to measure this for y'all because I'm really trying, y'all. But into a bowl because we're gonna put this and let our chicken tenders sit in there. And we got a piece of egg in there. Go ahead, T, whatever. Y'all don't want that in there. Don't put no eggshell in y'all's. And we're gonna pour some buttermilk. We're gonna start out with 2 cups of buttermilk. And put that in there as well. Just buttermilk in there. I'm probably gonna end up using more because normally I just eyeball it. And for our seasoning, we're going to add some seasoning in here as well. So we're going to start out with a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to put a teaspoon of garlic powder in here as well. I wish they make things a little bigger. I'm going to put a teaspoon in there. Put that in there. Also, I'm going to add a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, y'all. Teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now, like I said, if you're making this, you don't have to make yours spicy. You don't. Just omit that, all right? It ain't got to be spicy, but I like spicy, so I'm going to add that in there. Teaspoon of that. And then we're going to whisk this all together. Just mix it all together. With a fork, a whisk, whatever you might have, just mix it all together, like so. You want to get everything incorporated. All those seasonings and into that buttermilk. So you want that buttermilk to get into that chicken, right? So we're going to get this chicken and we're going to add it into here as well. Add all your chicken in there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish adding this in and I'll be right back because I'm thinking you guys don't want to see me adding all this chicken into this bowl, right? Y'all like, where they do that at, T? All right, so I'll be right back, all right, once I get all my chicken into this bowl. All right, guys, we're back, and I got got all of my chicken into this bowl with this buttermilk. And no, I did not use the whole thing, Just want your chicken to be able to be down inside of it. So I only use 2 cups. So use 2 cups when you're doing this, and your chicken should fit in there pretty good. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke this chicken. Just stick it with the fork. Just stick it with the fork. Just a couple times. You want to just go throughout your chicken tenders and just poke it. That's going to help that buttermilk get into that meat. Because that's what we want, right? We want them flavors to get in there. So you're just going to poke them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit in the refrigerator for an hour with a lid on top. So you want to cover your bowl up with the lid, some saran wrap, something, but you want to make sure it's an airtight lid. And I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for like an hour. If you don't have an hour, at least try to do this at least for half an hour. But the longer you let this sit, the better it's going to come out. So even if you can let it sit in there like 4 hours, get everything done in the morning time. So then later on, when you're actually ready for it, it's ready. 4 hours would be awesome. But I'm only going to do it in an hour or so. And then after that, I'll be back, y'all, in an hour. All right, everybody. So we're back, and that chicken has marinated inside that buttermilk in the refrigerator for an hour. And this is what it looks like. I'm trying to move some stuff out the way, y'all. But that's what it looks like. If you guys can see it. Yes, ma'am. So what we're going to do now is get yourself another bowl. We're going to start out. We're going to put 2 cups of all-purpose white flour in there. And I have those seasoned breadcrumbs. We're going to use 1 cup of those, all right? So get yourself 1 cup of those breadcrumbs. And we're going to add that 1 cup as well into the flour. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Move this to the side. And then we're going to get our baking powder. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Getting stuff together. Come on, till you get it together. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder right in there as well. Yep, y'all, look at me. I'll be measuring it now. Come on, y'all. I got to give that one to me. I've been measuring it for y'all lately because I be eyeballing everything. And sassoon packet. We're going to add 1 envelope of sassoon into the flour as well. I love some sassoon. I love sassoon. I know y'all know that by now. Let me get a fork. And also, we're going to get our seasoned salt. We're going to add 1/2 of a teaspoon of seasoned salt. Now, you can add more or less, but I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of seasoned salt. Right on into that flour as well. And my cayenne pepper. Now, like I said, you don't have to make yours spicy because this is going to be a little spicy. I'm going to add also 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper into here as well. Now, like I said, if you don't like hot food or spicy food, then all the things that I'm putting in that are spicy, just omit those. Just take those right on out. Take them on out. Just 86 and y'all. Come on. Walk with me, though. Walk with me. And then onion powder. I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder as well. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Put that on in there. Garlic powder. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder into here. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. Bow. Put that in there. Black pepper. Now again, you don't have to add it if you don't want to, boo. It's your stuff. This is your food. This is mine. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to have a little kick to it, y'all. I'm telling you, if you do like spicy, you got to try it, though. It's going to be good. It's not going to be like, real hot. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of black pepper as well. And now we want to mix all of those ingredients up to get everything incorporated with one another. Get them to know each other, all right? So you can use a fork or whatever. I'm just using a whisk. Just going to mix them all up. Oh, that smells good. That smells good. Yes. You want to mix those seasonings up real good in there. Mix them up real good, y'all. You don't want like some seasonings not mixed up in there. You have some that are mixed up more than other. So you want to mix it up really, really good. See, you want to mix it up really, really good. And you can go ahead and get your stove ready. Have it on medium heat. With some oil in it. I'm using canola oil. And I have my stove on medium, warming up. So let's get to business, right? So you're gonna take your chicken tender out of the buttermilk, put it into that flour and that breadcrumb mixture. Let me get a couple so I can show you guys, because I can do more than one in here. Because I'm gonna show you guys a couple, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and get them all done. All right. So just put them on in there like that. Mix it up in there like that. And we're going to double dip these, y'all, because that's where the crunch going to come from. And when you're putting them in there, you want to squeeze them. Squeeze on them. Because that's what's going to help lock that flour and that those breadcrumbs in there. That's what's going to help give it a nice crisp to it. So let me move these over. Now, too, your hands going to get awfully dirty. So, you don't like to get your hands dirty, then maybe you can still use the tongs or something, but I'm just all in it. I'm all in it. All right. And so I'm going to put this back in here into this buttermilk mixture. Put that back in there. drip off that little excess. Just let it drip off. Put it back into there. Put some more flour on it. And like I said, you want to press, you want to squeeze on it. You want everything to stick on there. That's where the crispiness is going to come from, okay? Yes, ma'am. Come on, y'all walking with me? I hope y'all walking with me, right? And just shake it off. And I'm going to set it aside. I have a little wire rack on the side of me. And I'm just going to continue on with these other ones, y'all. Doing the same old thing. Going to put it in the buttermilk mixture because that has the eggs in there and everything that we put in there. Just let it drip off. Put it back in that flour. Roll it around. And you just want to repeat until all of your chicken strips are nice and floured up with that flour and those breadcrumbs. Yes, ma'am. These gonna be nice and crispy, y'all. Watch. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna be like, oh, shoot, T. Come through, girl. Come on through. So I'm gonna get these other ones done, guys. And we gonna be right back, all right? Come on, y'all. Walk with me. Everybody, so we're back, and I'm done flouring and dredging those into that flour, you know, from the buttermilk, double dipping them as I showed you. And you want to put them on a wire rack if you have one, because you want them to be able to sit without touching the bottom of like a pan or a plate or something, because you want your flour to be able to sit up nicely, you know. So we're going to let these sit for about 10-15 minutes while my oil is heating up. And look at there, you can tell those are going to be nice and crunchy, boo. Yes, ma'am. Look at that. Nice and crunchy. And you can see how the flour is already soaking into that chicken breast, right? So yeah, I'm gonna bring y'all back once that oil is done. All right, guys, so this oil has heated up, and in here I have some canola oil. And you can use whatever kind of oil you want, but I do not suggest using olive oil. All right, so we're gonna get these chicken tenders, aka chicken fingers, in here so we can get these on crisp up. Shouldn't take too long for these to cook either, about 5 to 6 minutes. They should cook. These are gonna be so crunchy, you guys. And I got my husband in the background. He back here making him some sauce, some ranch sauce. I don't eat ranch. I do like the powder though. I do like to cook with the powder. But he's back there making some sauce. So I'll let you guys know the ingredients for that as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and let these cook a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back to you when they're almost done. All right? Okay, you guys, we're about halfway through that cooking time, and they are looking and smelling awesome. And you're going to want to cook this on a medium-high heat. You want it close to high. You want it to crisp up. And if you have your temperature set too low, it's not going to work. Your oil should be at least about 375. Now, I'm not tipping it. I don't know if it's 375 or not, but it's hot. Make sure it's hot and it's bubbling, all right? All right, and we're going to come back when those are about done, all right? All right, guys, so we're about to take these out. So like I said, you want to let them cook for about 5 or 10 minutes. They don't take that long because we cut them really thin. And this is how they're looking. So I'm going to put them in this container right here at the top so I can let them drain. Let the oil drain off of them. But oh, yeah, those are nice and crispy. Look at that. You see it? Yeah, you can see it. Look at that. Nice, crispy. Nice and crispy. Y'all see that? See that? Look at that. Looks good. So I'm going to get these out, and I'm going to put these other ones back in. Put these other ones in. And then I will be right back once they all get done. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And those chicken fingers, chicken tenders are done. Nice and crispy, y'all. They are crispy. So like I said, you want to let those cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. I'll say between 5 and 7 minutes. Just make sure they're done. You want them to temp at 165 before you eat those, all right? And I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope y'all give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, you know, comments. Let me know. Y'all want that recipe for that sauce that my husband made. Hit me up in the comments, all right? Just let me know if you want that recipe for the sauce. I'll add it into the comments if you guys comment on there and let me know what's good. But like I said, yes, ma'am, those are done. Nice and crispy. Look at that. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And as always, I hope y'all stay forever blessed. It's just tea.